saw that in that 2-on-2 match.
Yeah, but that's your sport.
What?
If you went out,
But he just tried to. He said me's and you's, like we on the same level. I'm like, we're not on the same
in
level.
basketball, but he's saying him in football.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
were on a gridiron with him, it would look different.
That just made me think about something.
What?
Max, I will be here all next week. Mastro's is where I would like my dinner for that missed free throw that you had.
Get him. Oh, we going to Mastro's?
He thought I forgot about the bet.
Oh, yeah,
He thought I forgot about the bet.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I like it. You know, Max doesn't be
I'll
going
pay
out
up.
at night. He don't be going out that much at night. This is good.
I pay up. I should have to get him dinner and breakfast after that free throw. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, ESPN Radio, Sirius XM, Channel 80.
Held on to that one.
Harry Douglas in for Key today. Yeah, he's got a
held
dinner
on to
coming,
that one.
that's for
He's
sure.
been waiting for that
I forgot all about it.
Not when it comes to money or food.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to forget about it when we have a camera, we have these mics.
Oh, you should have heard it.
Oh, no.
Yesterday, Jeremy Fowler came on our show. This whole time, he's been doing stuff remote. I'm like, yo, spit some lyrics. He's like, I only do that when I come in studio. His ass came in studio yesterday. I said, it's time, Jeremy. I remember.
Do we have the sound from Jeremy yesterday?
Yeah, we do have the sound. He tried. You know, we start trying to catch the beat. You're like, yo.
I'm just saying. As I say, the dude looks like he's in a barbershop quartet. But he had but here's the thing. It's not that he had bars. He freestyled. He did it on
Max,
but he did it on live radio and TV. Okay, you listen, Harry. Does this count?
Keyshawn, J. Will, and
Jeremy, for you to drop us some bars. Yates, give this man a beat.
Am I really going to do this?
I know he likes this one.
All right. We're on KJM. You know I play above the rim. J. Will, pass me the rock. Seaport is the spot. I'm going to stop right there.
I'm saying that counts. Does it count?
Man.
Yes or no?
That's some 5th grade rhymes, man.
No kidding.
He tried, but I have to say this. That's too hard of a beat for Jeremy not to go hard.
You got to go hard on that.
That's the type of beat you pray and wish
The hardest thing to do
in
in the world is to freestyle on live radio and TV, especially on a Disney.
Without saying certain words.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why the freestyle is hard, because when you think about what freestyle basically is, you're just talking a pile of mess. Yeah.
Lyrically, you think Jeremy Fowler is going to be dropping curse words in bars?
Yeah, I think if he was off air, I think he would.
I think you're projecting what you would do lyrically.
I certainly
on
would.
Jeremy Fowler. You would, not Jeremy.
All right.
A for effort, though.
Even rap lyrics, period. When if you're just messing around on live air, you've got to be careful. Wait, did he say? Whoa, no, can't say that. Yeah. All right.
Above the rim, please.
You guys rock.
Seaport is the spot.
Jay said, "Oh."
Yeah. Try to hype him up, Yates.
So you see Steph at the ESPYS yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen. Here's the thing about when you host something like that. You got a bunch of canned jokes. You know what's coming. But in that setting, given what the circumstances were and what is expected of the performer, he did it. He pulled it off.
But, by the way, this is Steph's alter ego. Like, don't get it twisted. Steph is that dude that obviously when he won the chip, he was like, what they going to say now? Directed towards Max Kellerman, pretty much.
Yeah, Jay, would you agree
guys like that?
You would agree that I was the one, more than anyone, pushing the fact. I was the first one to talk about it, and I talked about that he hadn't won a Finals MVP. So what you're admitting now is that not only am I the inspiration for Tom Brady, but also Steph Curry. Is that what you're telling me?
If you like to bring it back to you, yes.
Well, no, I agree
do.
with that because he was Max that led Tom Brady to win another Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was Max that led Steph Curry to win another NBA championship.
See the man in the arena?
But not just win an NBA championship, win Finals MVP.
How come you didn't name him by name then?
That's fine. Now, you don't have to always name drop every time.
You know why, Jay?
He's never name dropped.
Jay, you know why? You don't want to punch down. You don't want to punch down. You don't want to punch down. You never want to punch down. It's always a bad look.
Level.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, he gave some punches last night. He gave one to LeBron. He gave one to Grant Williams. I mean, from the Celtics, who was in the stands watching. Oh, it was legit.
All right, listen to Steph.
I am the second NBA player to host this award show, which is kind of crazy to think about. LeBron James, he hosted this award show back in 2007 after losing in the NBA Finals. So, yes, you guessed it. This feels better.
I'm just saying. He told Grant Williams, he's wearing colors. He can borrow it later because he was wearing green, colors of the Celtics, and he had a ring, but he can hold on to that one later too. This is who Steph is to me. Like, he has this image like he's the golden boy. he's the family guy, all this, which he is. But there's also this other side of him that is, he gets slighted in every small way, and he holds on to it.
But that's
and he's
listen,
vindictive. That's
Harry,
what you love about him.
That's why, to me, like, because Perk got it twisted on this just in. Terrific show, 2 p.m. Eastern, ESPN, by the way, handsome host. Perk got it twisted on this just in the other day when he was like, Max, you and I were the only two who really doubted and da-da-da. It's not an issue of doubt for me. It's an issue of I haven't seen you do it yet, right? Let me see you be the best player in the series, and because of you, your team wins. That's what the greatest who ever lived do, the top 10 players of all time. And he did it. He did it. But that killer that you're talking about that's in there, that's what I was waiting to see. Harry, that's what I want to see from a guy like Steph. It's crunch time. Now all the slights and everything, go ahead, shut everybody up.
But I will say this, it get misconstrued a lot because a lot of people think Steph Curry doesn't have this mentality of a I don't want to say a killer.
You just say misconstrued?
Yeah, as opposed to construed.
Yeah.
Construed.
Like misconstrued.
Whatever.
Screwed.
You know what I mean, J. Will. You got me. You went to Duke. I went to Louisville. All right.
In Louisville, that is correct.
Hey,
I like that. That sounds right. That sounds right.
In Louisville, that is correct.
you know what
That's
I
right.
mean.
Yeah.
But,
Don't worry.
But for a guy like
Not
Steph,
coming yesterday.
who's smaller than a lot of other like big name players.
Yeah.
He light skinned. People think, you know how people, okay, we're gonna try Steph because he light skinned. Listen, Steph is no punk. Trust me, I know. Steph has it in him now. He has that dog in him. And you see it night. And Steph gonna put you to sleep whenever he wants to put you to sleep. And that's what he did to the Boston
Did he not
Celtics.
want to put him to sleep in 2016 in the finals? I
Stop,
think that would have
Max,
been a good
stop.
time to put someone to
Max,
sleep.
we're not doing that. Stop.
But
We're not doing that.
But
this
what I mean is,
morning.
it is an evolution. I don't think this is Steph could always do this and now he did it. There's an evolution to a player. Some dudes, day one, they're ready to tear your heart out in the moment of truth, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't Steph. Steph had to evolve into that. And I think part of it is, I look at Clayton Kershaw in baseball. Regular season, probably the best pitcher who ever lived, okay? You look at, because you look at like Cy Young, second place Cy Young, second place, like every year just dominant. Playoffs, to me, it looked like, not that he was scared or something, but he wanted it too much. He was wound too tight. And so he couldn't just kind of be himself. And I thought that was true of LeBron early in his career. I thought that was true of Steph. They were tight. And as they aged, they relaxed a little bit and got better under pressure. That both of those guys.
I don't think it was about being tight.
I don't think Steph was tight either.
That first chip that they won, he was just on the court next to the second or first greatest player the game of basketball has ever seen, which you can make the case that Bron should have won the MVP, which you can still make the case today after watching Bron at the damn Drew League that when Bron is still on the court,
He's the best player in the world.
He still is the best player on the court at 37 years old.
No, Jay, I get that. Oh, no, I get that. Bron, of course. But there was no one on the Cavs. There was no, like, the Cavs didn't have Kyrie or Kevin Love, and Steph was crewed up.
So I want you to think about your comment because we talked about this before, and the last time I'm going to unpack it to pack it back in, put a bow around it. So we said that LeBron should have been the MVP in that series, right? Because the numbers were ridiculous he had in that series they lost because he had nobody else. So think about the numbers are ridiculous. So then they gave the MVP to Andre Iguodala, who guarded the guy whose numbers were ridiculous. Right,
he did
but Steph's numbers still scoring-wise.
No, but why do you
high up.
wait? Stop right there, Jay, because someone at The Athletic just wrote about this. There were 11 voters for MVP, and Steph's level of play was such that not a single one of them felt they could give him the vote for MVP. Seven went to Iguodala, 4 went to LeBron.
That leads into a conversation about are the voters basketball people.
But
Like,
Jay, out of 11 of them,
I understand what you're saying, but I watched that series, and as a basketball person who's been with other basketball people,
you'd have given
who played
Steph the MVP.
Yes, I would have.
Over LeBron.
No, I'm saying. I'm saying
okay.
I've already made mention that I thought LeBron was the best player on the court, but I'm not going to give it to a guy
Jay.
who loses in the series unless Jerry West is the only guy who's ever done that, and still I can make a claim about that.
Yeah.
But I am saying,
what claim is that?
If I am giving it to the guy on the winning team, I would not have given it to Andre Iguodala.
Okay.
It's not a smack on Andre Iguodala. It was Stephen Curry.
But this is
agree
what
with that.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. What the voters are really telling you. What they're really telling you is LeBron is the best player in the series. We have to give it to him. It's unfair to give it to anyone else. So even voting for Iguodala, what they're saying is if the thing is that I have to vote for the dude on the winning team, if my conscience won't let me not vote for him, then I'm going to show you that I'm still voting for LeBron because he's so much better than Steph. That's what they all did.
But see, this voting thing bothers me because I had a chance to work the Heisman last year. And you look at Will Anderson Jr., who led the nation in sacks and TFLs and didn't even get invited to the Heisman ceremony. That was the most bogus thing, I think, in college football history.
He'd have been the #1 pick in the draft last year.
That's the crazy part about it to me.
Who the voters are matter, my man.
Yeah, I hear you. But
Politics
all
is
11.
Politics as usual.
Politics
what they're telling you.
I hear you, Jay-Z.
Just saying.
What they're telling you is Steph's play was inferior to his normal play, and we don't feel like we can give a guy
26, 27
because he's the
NBA
primary
finals.
ball handler on the team. He's the highest usage player.
It's okay that you backed in a corner on this one and say he got shammed. It's fine. He got shammed.
He did not.
He got robbed.
He did not.
Stop
Listen,
it.
He did
He got
absolutely
robbed
in
out of the
2015.
MVP. He should have had 2 Finals MVPs.
No, he should not. LeBron should have been the MVP in that
you'll
series.
Be on the
obviously.
side of, fine, but he didn't get it.
Right, so they gave it to the guy who guarded him because you couldn't give it to Steph. He wasn't good enough.
So you gave it to the guy who guarded him, and the guy averaged 35 points. What are you talking about?
Jay, we're going in circles now. What they're saying is we can't give it to a player whose play goes down under pressure.
I was unpacking it to pack it, to put a bow around it, not to open it up.
Jay, between you and me, come on, who's the basketball expert? Stop already.
Yeah, you know who it is. The guy
coming up. What does James Harden's new deal say about him
we'll go
and
to
his
the basketball
commitment
Max Kellerman.
to winning in Philly? I'll tell you. Keyshawn, J. Will, Max, ESPN Radio.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Jay is the basketball expert on the show.